over the past 48 hours in both the Volvo Ocean Race and the online game, where more than 160,000 people are playing, many of whom have chosen to go close to the coast of India. The sailors offshore, however, have figured out the real-life hazards of sailing that close to shore, and leaders Dongfeng race team have perhaps perfected the removal technique, as we can see here in this video.
Because we are sleeping in a sandbed, so a quick shower for Charles, it's a good idea.
Ouais. Prepare a sheet for me. We sail normally for the moment. Okay, we're away.
But Charles is my hero.
It's pretty impressive, actually, that Charles, the skipper, has decided to take on that role on Dongfeng race team. We know a lot of the other teams actually send their youngest guys to be the swimmers overboard. Another hero to the sailing world, Marco Polo, was the first to sail this route between Europe and Asia. Let's find out a little bit more from Nick, Dana, and Albie on Team Albie Medica.
What we know about Marco is that he traveled a very similar route, except the opposite way that we're going now. And we know that he probably encountered quite a few obstacles on the way, which we think that we'll see through the Straits of Malacca as well. We're not sure if Marco had, you know, the same sort of issues that we would have today with fishermen and debris in the water. But we're pretty sure that Marco would have, you know, had his own obstacles.
A bit of fun, and if you don't know the Marco Polo game, it's like a swimming game in pools. But anyway, back to the racing and the virtual eye tracker. As the fleet raced towards the center of the high pressure, the big move was to pick the moment to jibe southeast towards India. Mopfre jibed first, shortly before a sked, SCA following right with them. Then just after the sked came through, Dongfeng and the rest of the fleet made their move, because just around that time, the breeze finally shifted all the way north for them. Dongfeng race team had only the one jibe overnight. Mopfre and SCA, though, almost 30. So we called Carolijn Brouwer to find out why.
Okay, and what was the reasoning for so many jibes?
We were sailing into this high pressure ridge and the wind was just extremely shifty. We had 60-degree shifts and they were, about 10-15 minutes apart from each other. And so we saw that Mopfre started putting in some more jibes and they started slowly gaining on us. So we decided to do the same and it just didn't stop. We just kept going.
So you've stepped up into the watch leader role for this leg. How does that responsibility weigh for you?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. It's obviously quite a responsibility up on deck, and it's more a bit of a management role as well, and trying to talk to Sam and Libby and taking the right decisions, and making sure that everyone's doing a good job on deck and everyone's switched on and knowing what we're doing. So I think it's I've noticed myself that when I'm off watch, I'm a little more restless, as in I can't let go as much as normal because you're constantly thinking about it.
You've done 3 Olympics before. How does this offshore sailing and the racing close to these guys, especially a night like last night, how does that compare for you?
When you're sailing your dinghy, then you know that your mark is downwind from you in this case, and it's half a mile away. But our downwind mark 1,300 miles away. So at the same time that you're boat-on-boat sailing, you're also looking at the big picture and looking at what's coming ahead and where you want to be going. So I'd say, yeah, it's a little bit harder and tougher decisions to take.
As Caroline said, the decisions offshore are hard. Here's a bit more about the decisions coming up from Brouwer on Team Brunel.
So this is the south tip of India, near the Maldives and Sri Lanka. You can see all this red because it's up to 3-4 knots of current, so you just have to attack that. You can see on the bottom of Sri Lanka, if you go really close in, you get a lot of current against you. Of course, one route has us going really inside, but then the risk, of course, is that you're running out of breeze as well. So that's another tricky part.
For now, it's a 3-day drag race to the tip of India. Lead car Dongfeng race team setting the pace with the rest of them all slotted in behind. We're hoping to speak to Dongfeng race team tomorrow, so you have questions, ask us here on YouTube, on our Facebook page, or tweet to us at Volvo Ocean Race. We'll see you tomorrow.